Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So guess what? Yes, we have an Asselmo video. So I can't remember exactly when he came back, but I thought, you know what? It's time to do an update on Asselmo. There's really not much of an update. He's still dumb. He's still uneducated and he's still doing the same stupid stuff he's been doing for years. So, for those of you who don't know who Asselmo is, because I have acquired quite a few new subscribers since I last covered him, he is a complete and utter moron who calls himself a First Amendment auditor, which he is not. He is what we call a frauditor, somebody who calls himself an auditor who's actually just a fraud. His hobbies include going everywhere around the country and even outside of the country just to harass police officers and then demand for them to explain the Third Amendment, which, by the way, does not apply to police officers, even though he claims it does. And, well, he likes to claim everybody's doing a walk of shame and this and that, when the only one that ever does the walk of shame is As Elmo, because he's just completely uneducated, unintelligent, and, well, there's just nothing positive to say about As Elmo. Anyways, let me show my pie hole. Let's get into this video.
Where are you guys from?
Can you stand a little bit further away from me, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you please stand a little bit further away from me?
I think we're far enough. What's your name and badge number?
Where are you guys from?
What's your name and badge number?
No, I was asking you where are you from?
And I'm asking you, what's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Barnett.
What's your name and badge number, ma'am?
17691.
You seem pretty uptight. What's
She's
going
good,
on?
man? She's good.
Okay, so Elmo has kind of always had an issue with this where he doesn't quite understand that police officers are not required to identify when you approach them. Okay, I don't usually, I think, yes, uniformed police officers, they have to identify when they are approaching you for investigation or arrest. But I know that, if you're just approaching them, then no, they don't have to ID. He's lucky that police officers are respectful enough to just go ahead and ID to them. Also, one thing to remember, he treats women officers like they are just complete lower than dog shit. Zero. He will give a male officer respect if he feels like it, but he will never respect a female officer.
She's good?
Yeah, she's good.
How are you? How are you today? Happy New Year.
What's that?
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year's to you too.
Awesome. We go around filming police. We want to see the immediate reaction to you guys
Yeah,
when,
curious.
when you see a camera guy.
We're good.
So
We see it all night.
Well, I
50,000
well,
people.
I think you're good. You're good.
I'm real good.
Super good. Are you a sergeant?
I am.
Nice. Awesome. Good leader.
So therefore,
Pay,
all the questions,
pay a little bit more attention to him.
all the questions will come to me.
I can ask her too. She's a public servant just like you.
Can, but I prefer they come to me.
Well, don't you guys prefer, I don't think you prefer everybody to come to you first, right? That's why you have the chain of command. She goes first. Then if there's an issue with her, we go with you. Isn't it that how this works?
Not really.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you guys have a good night. Be safe. Have fun.
No, you too. Are these officers too? Oh, wow.
How you doing?
What's up? How are you?
Good, yourself?
Doing good, thank you. Very nice guy. I appreciate it. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Detective Fox.
You're a
16559.
detective? Oh, is that like a higher thing than a cop or something?
Nope, we're all the same.
Yeah, I know. You're right. That's what they say. That's a great mustache you got there, my brother. What's your name and badge number?
Vasquez, 15827.
Vasquez?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Good barber too. You got a good barber. How are you, my friend?
Good, are you?
Doing good. What's your name and badge number?
Rojas 16652.
Rojas. Shout outs to Rojas. And
Okay, little boy, are you gonna do roll call for literally everybody that shows up? It's astounding that he doesn't even know what a detective is. He wants to pretend like he knows what a detective is, but he doesn't understand chain of command. He doesn't understand anything. In my opinion, Elmo is just super jealous because he probably wanted to be a police officer at one time, but because he couldn't stop committing crimes and he couldn't stop living a criminal activity type of life, there is no way he could become a police officer. So he's jealous that he couldn't. Plus, he just hates police officers because they caught him and held him accountable for all of his criminal activity.
And what's your name, Sergeant?
Sergeant Barnett.
Burnett. Sergeant Burnett and his team right here are working, protecting the Constitution in Las Vegas on New Year's Eve. We're out here protecting the Constitution just like you guys. You guys are out here watching, making sure that nobody breaks the law. We're out here watching, making sure that police officers are courteous, professional, respectful to the citizens, because nobody really comes and check up on you guys, you know? So it's our duty as citizens to check up on the government, and it's our First Amendment right to document and video record. Some people think we may have the they may have the wrong idea about what we're doing, but the reality is that there's a lot of people that died for the rights that we enjoy in this country, and a lot of people in this country don't know how it would be if we didn't have them. They haven't visited other countries, and they haven't seen how it is in other places where the First Amendment is not available. Imagine if we didn't have freedom of religion.
Yeah, Asselmo, they do not need babysat like you do. I don't understand how you function on a day-to-day basis without adult supervision. It's quite astounding that you're able to. It's amazing that you're able to actually. And SMO, you don't even know what you're talking about. What have you done? What have you ever done to to sacrifice for our Constitution, for our country? What have you ever done for it other than commit criminal acts and walk around with a camera phone and harass police officers and other government agencies? That's about all you've ever done. You seem to talk a lot about how people have given their lives for our Constitution and for this country, yet you would never do that. You are way too much of a beta boy to have ever joined the military or the police force and actually do anything for this country. You do nothing for this country. You're not even a productive member of society. If you actually got a job, then I might respect you a little tiny bit, but you won't even do that.
Jesus Christ. We have the best country in the world. We can live and sleep safe at night because we have the best military in the world. Huh. How do you feel about that, Sergeant?
I agree with you.
The best freaking military in the world, bro. No one is going to mess with us. That's how President Trump said. We got a big red nuclear button and ours works. You know? Our military will defeat any military in the world. So you want to be safe? You want to believe that your God is whatever you want? Come to America. We have freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom to peacefully assemble. Does any of you know?
Wow, Asselmo, calm down. You sound like you're going to wet yourself here any moment. Yes, well, I agree that we have one of the greatest militaries in the world, and not just because I am an army brat of 21 years, 21 plus years, and an ex-army wife. I do agree with that. However, Asselmo, we have gotten our asses kicked on a couple occasions. Two examples would be Task Force Smith, and another one is Desert One. Look them up if you need to. But my God, these officers are trying their hardest to ignore him. Read the room, Anselmo. They don't want to have a conversation with you. They don't want to look at you. They don't even want you around. Find something productive to do so they can work. They're on the clock. They don't want to have to deal with you. Go away. You're like a pesky fly. Go away.
Know the Third Amendment? I won't bash you if you don't know it, but does anybody know the Third Amendment? I know you know. I hope you know it. Huh?
You know?
I know all of them. Well, most of them. But
Oh my God. No, Ask Elmo only knows the First Amendment, the 14th Amendment, the Second Amendment, and the Third Amendment. Those are the only ones he's ever really spewed. Ask Elmo, Who gives a shit about the Third Amendment? Because I can tell you right now that the police officers don't need to know it. Whether they know the Constitution or not, they do not need to memorize the Third Amendment. It does not apply to police officers. Why is it that you have to constantly ask them if they know about the Third Amendment? Why do you feel like the Third Amendment applies to police officers more than any other part of the Constitution? He really, really does believe that the Third Amendment should mean more to the police officers than any other part of the Constitution, and I've never understood why, because it doesn't apply to them. But for some reason, he has a hard on for the Third Amendment.
Okay, so the third,
Which one's your favorite amendment?
the first,
The first?
but all of them are very, very important. I'm bringing awareness on freedom of the press, so I'm focusing on the First Amendment. But the Third Amendment, I always say, what's the Third Amendment? I go around the whole country asking that because everybody knows the first, the second. What the hell is the Third Amendment? Well, the Third Amendment is no quartering of soldiers in your house on time of war or peace. So if the federal government ever started doing some stuff like that to the citizens, you guys are immediate first responders. So you guys have to go against that. You can't accept any unconstitutional orders because you guys took an oath to protect that. So
Yeah, sorry, Asselmo, but you are wrong. And I'm going to go ahead and read this for you just in case you can't see it on the screen. But the Third Amendment to the United States Constitution does not apply to municipal police officers. This is because police officers are not considered soldiers. The Third Amendment prohibits the government from quartering soldiers in private homes without the owner's consent. The amendment was added to the Constitution in 1791. In Mitchell versus City of Henderson 2015, the United States District Court for the District of Nevada ruled that the Third Amendment does not apply to police officers. Some legal scholars have argued that the Third Amendment could apply to police militarization. The Third Amendment has been used to defend civil liberties in the home. It has also been used to clarify that police officers are not considered military. They will not be made, they will not be put in place or told they have to do something about it if the military was to break the Third Amendment, which I am also happy to elaborate more on. If soldiers broke the Third Amendment by forcibly quartering themselves in a civilian's home without consent, the police would likely not be directly involved, as the Third Amendment specifically addresses the actions of the military, not local law enforcement. A citizen would need to file a legal complaint against the military personnel through appropriate channels to address a Third Amendment violation. The Third Amendment only applies to the military, meaning it prohibits the government from housing soldiers in a civilian's home without consent, not police officers. If soldiers violated the Third Amendment, the affected citizen would need to seek legal remedy through a lawsuit against the military, not by calling the police, because the police cannot do shit. What part of that do you not understand, Asselmo? I have been stating this for years and you still don't fucking get it.
hopefully you guys actually stand up for the Constitution. Did you guys shut down any places or churches or anything during COVID?
I don't know what all this shut.
But you personally weren't part of that, any of that?
I personally didn't shut down any churches or anything.
All right, good. There was a lot of churches nationwide that got shut down. I know people personally who got arrested for not closing their business. That's not the America we want to live in. We have freedoms here.
Are you gonna buy me a burger?
If you can tell me those towards Maine, LA, from where they are, security should be able to,
Please check out our YouTube channel, Auditing America. We went really viral the other day in Pahrump. Is it? That's the name, Pahrump, Nevada? Are you
Yeah, they don't give two shits about your stupid YouTube channel. You know, the one that you have purchased more than half of your subscribers. And I love it when Asselmo claims that a video of his went viral. He's done this quite a few times. And no, not true. Just like that video he's talking about did not go viral. Because ask Elmo, for a video to go viral or to be considered a viral video on YouTube, you should have at least 2 to 3 million views in 1 to 2 days. For it to go viral globally, you would need to get 10 to 20 million views in 1 week. Sorry, failed again.
familiar with that town or city? Well, we posted a video. It's got over 325,000 views, where a female officer was using extreme profanity when no one was being disorderly. So don't get too close. You see the difference? Is if there was a camera, if there's a camera, there's a problem. You see the difference? I'm just trying to document. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I kept enough space, and she got really triggered over the camera. But this guy just pulled up on her real close. Hey, where's the bathroom? And she's like, "That's just right there, buddy." She helped him and everything. Everything was cool. Like,
Yeah, there's a difference between you walking up to her and this guy walking up to her. See, when you walked up to her, she saw a scuzzy man with a phone sticking in her face demanding her identity. This guy walked up and quietly asked her where the restroom was. Huge difference, asked Elmo. Huge difference.
that's not even her job to tell people where the bathroom was at, but her job was actually to protect my right to video record her, and she didn't. But it's okay. I can't give you a ticket, but we'll let you go with a warning. How's that? That's what you guys say sometimes, right? We can use discretion. Like, I can't.
Partner wants to leave, man.
My partner?
Yeah.
Why you say my partner?
You're with him.
I'm with him. Look, man. I'm not with him, but if things,
You guys don't know each other?
I'm not with him. I mean, if things continue the way they are, we may consider it, but easy, dog. I need a drink first or something. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's,
Friends? I think he's leaving you.
you're asking too many questions, my friend.
Yeah, he didn't ask you anything, and you are starting to act very suspicious. Very suspicious. On top of dumb, but that's normal for you, isn't it?
That's kind of telling me, like, leave. Are you telling me to leave? I will if you want me to.
I do.
All right. So all you have to do is use your First Amendment, and don't be afraid.
I'm going to ask you, can you leave?
Can I? Yes, I can.
Will you?
Would it make me look good on my video if I left right now?
Probably not.
I know.
Hey,
And
we're
trust
here
me,
till 3 o'clock in the morning. You can stand right here if you want.
till the floor melts.
So the floor melts.
It's not gonna melt. It's pretty cold here. Isn't this Vegas? Isn't this supposed to be hot here?
It's cold in the wintertime.
Oh, you guys have a winter, huh? Nice. Awesome. Happy New Year to you guys. Subscribe to Auditing America. Find us everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it looks like when somebody is so desperate for attention. When I tell you he's toddler like, this is what I mean. Well, one of the things. He's always so desperate for attention. The cop already asked him, "Can you leave? Will you leave?" He's still hanging around, acting like a petulant child because he's trying desperately to get a reaction out of them because, well, people aren't really going to watch what he puts with this because, yeah, there's no real interaction other than boring. He wants them to react badly. What he wants technically is for the female cop to react badly. That's what he wants.
You name it. Everywhere. We're the only YouTube channel, auditing channel, that has their own theme song. So make sure you check that out.
Oh my God, no, you did not. So you're special because you have your own theme song. Oh my God. I knew you were severely pathetic, but I didn't realize you could get even more pathetic than you already were. We're the only auditing channel on YouTube with our own theme song. Oh my God. Wow.
Oh yeah, we're also the only ones that have confronted Joe Biden. I know you guys don't like Joe Biden. Joe Biden don't like the police. Donald Trump likes the police, which I also met. We're the only auditors that go around the whole country filming police, and we're the only ones that confronted Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, Mike Bloomberg, Kamala Harris, millions of views, international news.
And we're the only ones on YouTube with our own theme song. Uh, and nobody gives a shit who you went and technically they didn't even speak to him. I remember when one of the videos, I think it was the Hillary Clinton one, he was like trying to get her to talk to him and she just ignored him. I know most of the people he's naming off, they just completely ignored him. So for him to actually say that they're the only ones that interviewed or spoke to them. It was a one-way conversation, and the one-way conversation only came from him. So, yeah. Kind of embarrassing there for you, Asselmo.
Everywhere, everywhere. You want to look up our Alaska videos. We're the only ones that made it to the Northern Mariana Islands, Guam, you name it. We got 30 more seconds before I can hit the time where I get to leave, because you see, we leave when we want to leave. And this is a 10-minute video. We're at 9:37. Guys, make sure that you go to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police on Google and give them whatever rating you want for this interaction. You be the judge. Shout outs to the good police officers who stand up for freedom. Shout outs to Detective, I forgot what's your name, brother? Detective what? Fox. Shout outs to Detective Fox. Standing up for the Constitution, being respectful, being professional. All these guys were professional. I like the sergeant. At least you're not like the other lady. The other lady was mean. Ma'am, you have a happy new year. Make sure you please go refresh your memory with the Constitution. We will see you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, they were only good officers because they stood there and they put up with your annoying, boring ass. Your uneducated, boring ass. They knew if they ignored him long enough, like any child, he would just eventually walk away when he's not getting the attention that he wanted. Um, yeah, but you notice how he pinpointed the female officer before he left? Like he had to get in one last dig before leaving, telling her to brush up on her constitution. She was as professional and courteous as the male officers, but yeah, since clearly I'm starting to think that as Elmo has given up on women, you know, seeing his hatred for women, it wouldn't be surprising. And I do want to point out really, really quick, this is not me going back to covering frauditors. This is just because I saw that Ask Elmo was back by accident, and I was like, I haven't done an Ask Elmo video in a while, so let me do this. Yeah, and it's just been sitting here. So uploading it. Hope you enjoy it. Gonna go ahead and play the next one.
Name and badge number, please.
For what, sir?
I'd like to know who I'm speaking with.
Okay, what are we having a conversation about? Do you need help?
I'll let you know as soon as you identify. What's your name and badge
Yeah,
number?
my name is
Officer, he indeed 100% needs help, but there's nothing you can do to help him.
Officer Schmidt, P number 19823, man. What's going on?
Okay, and you, sir?
Bassett 19653. Do you need help with something?
Sure. Quick question. How much training does the Metro Police get on the Constitution?
Do you have an emergency or do you need help? Like, do you have a...
This is literally pertaining to your job.
Okay, man, we're busy right now. It's super busy. I'm trying to get somewhere. Do you have an emergency?
It doesn't.
See, this is where I start getting upset with Asselmo because These cops are clearly trying to get to where they're supposed to be, which means they're working, Asselmo. I know that having a job and working is a foreign thing to you, but that's what they're trying to do. You stopping them to ask them stupid fucking questions, especially about the Third Amendment, is keeping these people from doing their fucking job. Leave them alone.
I don't need to have an emergency to have a conversation with public servants.
I'm not having a conversation now. I'm trying to get somewhere. So if you have
Well,
emergency,
you're
I'll stop.
waiting right here for a second, right? Or what? You're gonna jaywalk? Isn't that illegal here? Isn't that arrestable?
We just missed the walk at this point.
No, you didn't. I mean, I'm here waiting for it too. You just pressed the button a second ago. So how
Do you
you're
have
gonna?
a medical emergency, or do you need to report any sort of crime?
I'm literally asking you a question about something pertaining to your job. No, I don't have an emergency, but yes, it is an emergency that you know about our rights. Do you know what the Third Amendment is, sir?
Well, we're assigned.
Again, the Third Amendment does not pertain to police officers. So you are holding these men up for nothing, just so you can get a reaction for your shitty, dying YouTube channel. Asselmo, if they say that the walk sign was green before you came up to them and started running your damn mouth, where you can barely speak anyways, and all you do is say, the entire fucking time, is purposefully keeping them from doing their job. Just get a fucking job yourself. I don't care what it is. Flipping burgers, cleaning toilets. It doesn't matter what it is. At least be some sort of productive member of society instead of being the vile piece of trash you are.
To the west side of the Fremont Street Experience, so we're going to be over there. We're trying to get over there now because we're trying to provide public safety over here on the Fremont Street
Okay,
Experience.
and the
for
only
you
way that
to
you could
see, sir.
and the only way that you could do that is if you know about our rights. So, do you know the Third Amendment, sir?
Sir, we're going to be heading over to our
I'm not
area.
looking for
Okay?
a law lesson, but thank you.
You're not looking for a law lesson. If you're a police officer, you should know the law first of all. You should have been already.
I need you to teach me. I'm okay. Thank you.
So what's the Third Amendment? Prove us wrong.
So you don't have a medical or anything?
I don't need to have a medical emergency. This is literally asking you guys a question about your job. Do you know that we have freedom of the
I
press?
appreciate it, man. You can access our website. You can look it up there. Okay?
Sir,
Hey, man,
be-
I'm trying to go somewhere.
you have to be-
If
you
don't
have
an
to-
emergency
you
or
have to
don't
be-
have anything, I'm gonna keep going.
you have to be more human. It's okay. I'm a paparazzi. I know my rights. I know where I'm allowed to be and where I'm not. And you
Not one time did either of these officers tell you you were not allowed to record. Not one time did either of these officers try and take away your First Amendment right to record. But neither one of them need to tell you what the Third fucking Amendment is because it does not apply to them. You're just bothering these men because you are desperately trying to get a reaction that you used to get. Asselmo, face it, you're a washout. You're nobody. Your channel is dying. You're buying subs. You're buying views. There's nothing about your channel that's worth anything anymore. And you're not going to get the reaction you thought that you were going to get, like you used to get. Because guess what? The police are now very well trained in people like you. They know. They're not dumb. And they know that you are a severely unintelligent human being, if you can even call Asselmo a human being.
guys are supposed to answer questions.
No one said you can't be here. Enjoy your New Year's Eve, sir.
You too. That's the walk of shame. That's the walk of shame.
Really? The police officers going to work, going to do what their job entitles them to do is the walk of shame. So going to work is a walk of shame, according to Asselmo, because Asselmo wouldn't know what working was if it slapped him in the face. He really wouldn't. Asselmo, the only one doing the walk of shame is your dumbass. As you leave the vicinity after the police officers just literally put you in your place and they didn't give you what you wanted. Congratulations. You again did the walk of shame like you do in every single one of your videos.
Guys, we're in Las Vegas. Shout out to Liberty Men's Audits. We are in Las Vegas, Nevada, where police don't know about our rights. We're gonna stand up for the Constitution starting right now 2025 over here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Shout outs to Mr. America.
And how exactly do you plan to stand up for our rights? By walking up to police officers and grilling them on an amendment that has nothing to do with them, that doesn't pertain to them at all, that they have nothing to do with. Even if the military broke the Third Amendment, the police still have nothing to do with it. You can call the police, but they're not going to do anything because it's not pertaining to them. Asselmo, you are the last person ever to call himself Mr. America. You are not Mr. America. You are so far away from Mr. America that you are closer to reality than you are at being Mr. America. And you are very, 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 very far detached from even reality.
What the fuck? Yo. The hell is that? What was she handcuffed?
Oh man, you can't talk about that, man.
Is it in public information?
Huh? Yeah, you go down to the police station, my man.
So what's, can I get an incident number, please?
Oh man, sorry, man. Not today, brother. Maybe tomorrow, man.
Did that person's rights get violated?
Y'all stay safe, man.
Was it any of your business? No. Were you involved? No. Do you deserve an incident report right then and there? No. But if you want to go FOIA one with zero information in the morning, you can happily do that. Other than that, it is none of your damn business.
Wow. What's up, man?
Auditing America.
What you say?
Auditing America.
Auditing America.
Yeah, don't let this fool you. This random person on the street did not know who he was. He does this quite often. He pays people or he gets people he knows to somehow show up out of nowhere and say who he is so that people think that other people who are watching the video believe that this random person out of nowhere knew who he was. And they didn't. They were told to say that beforehand. And since, he got his feelings hurt and he was told no, he had to find somebody to whine to, which is where this guy comes into play. He needs somebody to whine to.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Hey, D.
I'm filming right now.
I know.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? The person with the auditing. Person with the auditing.
He recognized me. That means he watches my videos.
I do. Yeah, he watches them.
Awesome.
I know everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much, bro. You know more. You know more than the average American, bro. So that's very fucking good. Thank you so much. Enjoy your 2025. I wish nothing but prosperity, money, health, everything for you guys. You got a great guy right here. Is this your husband? Are you single? Take him. Take him. He's good. Take him. Awesome. Awesome.
I'm on my way to work too, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
So Asamo did not get the reaction he wanted out of the police. So sure, let's just walk into a government building and start recording, and hopefully you'll get that reaction this way. No, People know to ignore you. And the more they ignore you, the less reaction you're going to get. And I think that's awesome. Wow, Asselmo. 2 walk of shames in one night? Holy shit. You are definitely on a roll.
What's going on, guys? Auditing America. Happy 2025, guys. This is Mr. America. We're in Las Vegas. First audit for 2025. Let's see how it goes.
Technically, isn't this the second one since you just did one and you completely failed at it? And if you want to get real technical, it would be your third one. Since you failed at the first one, failed at the second one, and now you're doing a third. Nobody even paid you attention on the second one. Somebody either doesn't know how to count or is trying to save face.
Man, dude, why are you in my face? All they do is, I was doing it for
I'm faking it though. We're not even really recording.
Nah, I'm working on a YouTube video. It's YouTube.
He doesn't give two shits what you're doing. He really doesn't care about your YouTube channel. He doesn't even give two shits about you.
I've got a question for you. Like, you said that
Do you mind being on video?
Yeah, I ain't taking. Come here.
All right, what's up?
So, what you doing, right? Why? Not like I don't mean to get too close, but
You're good.
what you do, what is behind it? What's the reason behind it?
We're
Oh, it's okay, SMO. I've got this for you. He's going to tell you it's for awareness, blah, blah, blah. He's going to tell you that it's for the Constitution. He's standing up for the Constitution. He couldn't be further from the truth. The reason he's doing this is because, well, he's unemployable. And even if he was employable, he's too fucking lazy to get a job because he thinks he's too good to get a job. So instead, he goes out harassing the public, harassing police officers, and thinks that it's okay. He's quizzing the police officers on an amendment that has nothing to do with them because he can't memorize the other amendments for some reason. He thinks he knows what the first, second, and the rest of them are, but he doesn't even understand those. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even understand the Third Amendment, but he claims to be an expert at it. Basically, he's a whiny beta bitch boy who has nothing better to do than walk around, shove his phone in people's faces or his camera, depending on which one he has, and trying to get a reaction out of them. Without the reaction, he's not going to get the views. But that's okay because he purchases those anyway.
bringing awareness on freedom of the press. So we go around the whole country educating people nicely and respectfully. Sometimes it may seem like we're not being respectful just because obviously we're just filming people without their consent. But we're trying to make sure we're not here to film you guys. We're here to film the public employees and see how much they respect your rights. There's a lot of bus drivers. Obviously, who takes the bus, bro? For the most part, poor people like you and I. You've taken the bus.
Actually, that's not entirely true. And for you to say poor people like you and me, well, that's insinuating that this guy is lower income and you have no clue what income he has. But Of all riders on buses, 71% are employed, while 7% are students. More than three-fourths of transit riders, which is 78%, are either currently employed or preparing for unemployment. The balance includes 7% retired, 6% unemployed, 3% homemakers, another 6% were classified as other. According to the Census Bureau, a total of 13% of U.S. households have household incomes of less than $15,000. But among transit using households, the comparable figure is 21%. On the other hand, at the top level of the income spectrum, $100,000 or more, the percent of all U.S. households, 23%, and transit using households, 21%, is very similar. Basically, people who ride the bus, majority of them, ride it out of convenience, not because they're low income.
Us hundreds of fucking times. So, for the most part, we know that the bus drivers are usually not that cool. You know what I'm saying? So we're auditing America. We're trying to
Quick
make
question.
yes.
Do you feel like that's harassment or that's not?
Some people may consider
I'm
it,
just asking you your personal opinion. Yes or no?
to me, no, because it's our. I'm doing constitutional audits, and it's our duty as government employees to check up on the. It's our duty as citizens to check up on the government employees.
No, technically, Asselmo, it's harassment. And you don't mind doing it because you have nothing fucking better to do than harass the government. Plain and simple. That and you blame the police because you've been caught with every one of your criminal activities and you hate them. So you chose to harass them on a daily basis.
So they need to make sure our taxes, specifically this
You know where you should go?
this station,
Fremont. They got a lot of people.
we've already gone viral many times on Fremont videos.
I
We've
ain't gonna lie, this you scare me, bro. I'm scared. I'm terrified.
nah,
Not even
you're
like
good.
that, bro.
You can look us up. We're
Oh,
auditing.
look.
It's called Auditing America. We have
Okay.
300. We have 300,000 subscribers. So we're not here to focus on the citizens. We're
I'm just
focusing
trying to get
on the
peace,
employees.
Man. It's happy, man.
Happy New Year, bro. I'm a nice guy, bro. I'm not
Got
here to
the
start.
camera.
I'm not
I
here to
like
start
the
trouble.
camera all over here, man.
Yeah, this guy wants nothing to do with you. He finds you severely uneducated and he's not going to touch you. You should just walk away. Just walk away.
I hear you, bro, but this is just my job, bro.
Okay.
You know, we're going around the country peacefully, standing up for the Constitution. You take care, bro. Happy New Year.
Yeah, he had to try one more time to get a reaction out of those guys, but yeah, again, he did not. So technically, Asamoah did 4 walk of shames tonight. So that was awesome. I love it when he does a walk of shame. He does them quite like in every single video anyways, but it's always good to see them in like actually visually see it. He is a pathetic nobody. He tries so desperately to be somebody special, and he fails every single time. This guy he was just talking to wanted absolutely nothing to do with him. But of course, Aselmo, aka Enrique, which is his real name, um, yeah, he can't read a room. He's just dumb. Absolutely dumb. And he's come back and he's just as dumb as he was before he left for a pretty long hiatus. Don't know where he was. Heard he was in prison. Hopefully he was. Hopefully he goes back. But you know what? Either way, I love watching him look stupid in public. Anyway, so yeah, there's my update on Ask Elmo video. He hasn't changed at all. He's gonna continue to be the little wannabe man that he always has been. always wanting to be a man, but just hasn't quite gotten there yet. Probably never will. What more can I say about him? You see it, plain as day. He's an idiot. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more Ask Elmo videos, I'm more than happy to. Just let me know in the comments. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Be safe. Bye, guys.